Okay, so shortly after the release of the Batman movie, Matt Reeves did an interview basically talking about a deleted scene from the movie um, that he took out due to pacing issues. And the deleted scene was Batman talking to the Joker at Arkham Asylum about the Riddler and his killing spree. And it was basically just Batman like talking to the Joker and like questioning him about the Riddler and like trying to see if he knew who he was or something along the lines of that. Um, and about 2 hours ago, that deleted scene actually got released on YouTube. I don't think it was a leak. I think it was just released from Warner Brothers or something like that. But it's all over YouTube now. Um, so go ahead and watch that if you haven't seen it yet. So in this video, I'm just gonna explain my thoughts on the deleted scene and what I think about this new Joker that we're getting. So for starters, um, I like the Batman movie. I think it is good. But when I first saw it in theaters, I really hated the Joker scene that was in the movie. And I've seen the movie, I think, 3 times now in theaters, and every time the Joker scene that is in the movie, it just bothers me. It doesn't really, I don't know. It just came off as like a little cringy and weird. Um, and then the scene just kind of randomly happened in a weird spot of the movie because it's like the movie's trying to wrap up and end, and then it just randomly showed like the Joker talking to the Riddler, and it didn't really make sense either because the Riddler was like really like sad about how, like he was crying a bunch, but it didn't really make sense because like his plan worked. Like he pretty much killed everyone he tried to kill except for Bruce Wayne, and then he like flooded the city. Like so he basically got everything done, but he's still upset about it. So that was like a little weird. And then it was just like a random spot for the Joker to pop up, and then the way they like filmed it, the way they had the Joker like looking through like the glass, the way they had him laugh, it felt like an awkward part of the movie for him to have it in there, and then it just felt kind of unnecessary. But I just watched this new scene that we got, the one that was supposed to be earlier in the movie, um, and it does change my opinion on the Joker. Like, because I really didn't like how he was in the movie. I was like, no, like it's too soon. We don't need to see another Joker. We've already seen like a million of those. The Joker movie just came out like a couple years ago, and they're already like announcing a Joker movie sequel. It felt like too many like Joker things, but this version actually seems kind of different, and it's a good actor. It this scene kind of made me more optimistic and excited to see um this Joker in the Batman sequels. But yeah, so like I was saying, this new scene is really good. It's really so. Let's just talk about how the Joker looks. He's got like scars all over his body, like his hands and like his face, and even on like his scalp. I think like he's like missing hair and his teeth are all messed up. He's really like disfigured and like disgusting looking, but it's like really creepy, and I'm actually like a fan of that look. Um, and his voice, it sounds okay. If if you could say sounds like any other Joker that exists, I'd say maybe the one from Gotham. He would sound closest to that one a little bit. Um, yeah, so he sounds alright. He looks good. Um, I'm still a little iffy on like the Joker laugh he's got. I mean, I guess it works. It's fine. Um, but yeah, and it's just a really I think it's a cool scene because it introduces him in a way that doesn't feel like it's supposed to be like some big. It doesn't feel like a sequel bait scene like the actual one that exists in the final cut of the movie. It just feels like it's like you're just looking at the Joker in this universe and like this stuff already happened. Because I think this is Batman's second year being Batman, and I think even the Joker says that. He says something about like their anniversary. So Batman's already like interacted with him before and like locked him up at Arkham. So, but it's just interesting. And then you see, Batman. He goes to the Joker and he asks him if he knows about what's going on, and he's sort of like getting help from the Joker, and it's just kind of cool to see Batman talking to these other characters, and then again, I just really like how he talks to the Joker, but it's not like it's not like, it doesn't feel like it's trying to set up anything later in the future. It just feels like it's like, oh, like we've already seen the Joker before. Batman's already dealt with the Joker before. It's not like Batman's going there to, tease like a sequel with the Joker. It's just him talking to the Joker because the Joker already exists. And I think it was filmed well. They sort of don't really show the Joker, or they show his face, but it's out of focus pretty much the whole time. But you still get a few close-ups, and you get to make out what like his face looks like. You get to see some close-ups and like details. Again, like his teeth at the end. They show like his mouth, and it looks really grimy. Um, but yeah, so it was a nice little scene, and I honestly wish that they kept it in the movie because Matt Reeves was, he said he took it out because of like pacing issues or whatever, but it's like the movie's already kind of got that. And honestly, I feel like the scene would have fit in better instead of the one that's actually in the movie right now. So I really hope that, maybe there's like a different cut of the movie that is released on like Blu-ray or 4K that has this new scene included in there because I actually really like the scene and I wish it was in the final cut of the movie. Um, but yeah, I'm not sure what else there's to say about it. Other than I'm excited for this new Joker. I think it fits the world that was set up in the new Batman movie. I think he fits. He doesn't feel too out of place or too goofy at all, and he also doesn't seem like he'd be too serious either. He just seems like a creepy version of the Joker, and I'm actually really excited to see that. So, yeah. So one last thing before I end the video, I just wanted to say that I've said this in the past before, but I think I might really mean it now when I say that I want to start uploading a lot more and turn this into a little bit of a side hobby. I'm not sure how this video is gonna do, and I'm sure it could have been edited a lot better, but like, I don't think I'm gonna be perfect right off the bat with this kind of stuff. But yeah, I'm gonna try to make more videos about, you know, um, movies pretty much. That's really my main thing. I love movies a lot, and I'm really passionate about them. I'm just gonna try to make a bunch of videos, a bunch of content, just talking about movies, or maybe even like games. Like right now, this is Arkham Knight gameplay, playing, and obviously I like the Batman character, so stuff like that. But yeah, so it'd be really helpful if whoever does see this video, if you would subscribe, because I'm really gonna try to turn this into a bigger thing. This little YouTube channel I have. So thank you so much for watching. If you watched this all the way to the very end, then thank you. It means a lot. And yeah, that's it for this video. Thank you.